So let's talk about Cronos. It used to be called Crypto.com's coin. They rebranded themselves to Cronos. Some people call it CRO. It is sitting at 14 cents, 14.4 right now. And I've covered this coin very long ago. So I'm going to touch upon its fundamentals a little bit. And then in the end, I'm going to show you the chart where you can enter, where you can sell, and what the hell to do with it in short term. And of course, I'm going to talk about its long term as well with a bit. But fundamentally, this project is totally reliant on Crypto.com. Crypto.com initially had a lot of hype in 2021 with their overall attempts towards Arena, and they eventually actually launched their own NFTs as well, because I do remember one of my friends in US, he lives in New York, he was not able to buy their NFTs. He had to travel to some other city to be in a position to go and buy that. So they created a lot of hype, and there were a lot of expectations from this coin, and which is why it was one of the reasons that when we talk about the overall pump, this coin has seen some really good days, and I'm talking about good days of 97 cents. That was the peak, but of course it ended up creating a Burj Khalifa pattern. It was a pump and dump, and as you can expect, it is 2021, and it did go down to 4 cents, which was horrible. And right now, I mean, it is still trying its best to hold on. So far, what we have seen with Cronos this year in 2025 is around 7 cents. So it is still a dramatic drop, and right now it's sitting at 14.4 cents. So that's 100% move from its horrible crash. And the peak that we have seen in 2024, which was a bull market, that was, just a second, I'll tell you what price was it. It was 23 cents, 23.7, so almost 24 cents. So we are talking about 23 cents, then dropping to 7 cents, now going back to 14 cents. It might look like a hero in short term, but the overall situation is that it has actually gone below the 2024 prices again, which is horrible. But again, you can go and blame the altcoin market for it, but an exchange is behind it. And if you go and compare this Cronos to an exchange like Binance, and then you look at how BNB is creating new all-time highs after new all-time highs, and then on the other end you are sitting with Cronos, that is really bad. But anyway, they are a serious project. It's just that they are not listed on some really good exchanges. When we talk about influential exchanges, we are talking about Bybit, Coinbase, and of course the godly exchange Binance. It is not there. They are listed on Bybit, but only in derivative. On spot they are not listed, and of course on spot they are not listed on Coinbase and Binance. And I think that if someday they manage to get listed there, that is going to help the overall growth of Cronos. So that's a very short version of their fundamentals. They are highly inflated. They have still 100% inflation left yet to come. That is the sad part of it, which brings me to the point of investing in this coin in long term. I think that if you're buying this coin around 4 or 5 cents, then it's okay, assuming that you are really in love with this coin. Then you can go and marry this coin for 3 months to 2 years max, wherever you get your 100%, 200%, and get the hell out of it. Other than that, if you're buying it at these prices of 14.4 cents, I think that is pretty suicidal. I don't think that this is a good idea to buy it at these prices. It's extremely risky. Now let's talk about this chart. What the hell do we expect from it in short term? What are the support areas, and what is the overall direction? So I'll show you the chart in a bit bigger screen. I mean, that's the whole point of having fancy phones, right? So when we talk about Cronos, we are talking about a double top structure. As you can see, this thing has a double top structure. This is your one top. If you are not seeing it, one top. This is the second top in the making, which means that if it actually turns around, Cronos is going to get horribly bearish. And like I said, 4 or 5 cents, all those dreams that you have, they will start becoming a reality. So what is this price point? Well, good for you is that it's 14.7 cents. If it doesn't go above the area of 14.7 cents, it's not able to live above this for more than 2 days. The only thing that you can expect is for Cronos to start going down. Of course, the first drop will be towards the psychological support area of 10 cents. It says 10.9. I mean, it says 11 cents. That's the TA support area. But I would rather rely on the area of psychological support unless you want to use the TA support. If it is not breaking above 14.7, the only direction it can pick is to drop towards 10 cents. Now that is a crazy drop because from 10 cents to 14.4 is a 44% move. And I think that it is bad for Cronos, but at the end of the day, the way it is developing these structures, they're indicating that it is at a point where it needs to make a decision. It should break 14.4 and start getting bullish, and of course the first target is going to be 23.7, which is the all-time high for 2024, or you can call it 24 cents, or it can just reverse from here. So right now where it is sitting, it is an important area, so be on the lookout. If you don't see 2 daily candles with their bodies closing above the area of this area of 14.7 cents, the only thing that you can expect is to start the downward journey. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions or I have touched on a topic and you expect me to explain a bit more, I'll try my best to explain that to you in the comments. Leave a comment, and I'm not going to tell you to like and subscribe, because if you're not interacting with the video or if you're not subscribed, you're not going to see all the 10 videos that I make every day. You're going to miss out on it, and I think you are educated enough to understand what to subscribe and what not to, because if you want to miss out on it, then why not? It's for your own good, and you should know better what is good for you.